Okay everyone, Shane Dawson is not happy, but what's new? Because that man is always upset, and you know, he's so poor, and he's so sad, and he wants us to give him money because he has nothing going on for him, even though he's in $1 million house and has unlimited money, and what a way to start the video. So hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about Shane Dawson snapped on Tati, and we're all aware that he did that now infamous Instagram story. I did a video on that and I would really advise watching that. He also did a tweet, and the tweet has now been deleted, but it was up for a long enough time for me to screenshot it and get all of your opinions on this, and y'all had some opinions. So we're all aware that Tati posted her video called Breaking My Silence. It was a 40-minute long video, and she said her involvement in the Bye Sister video, but also Shane and Jeffrey's involvement behind the scenes, which manipulated her into making the final video. And now up until now we've all thought that Shane and Jeffrey haven't been involved, while some of us, the elite ones, knew that they were. Where's all my elite babies at? And so this has really shook the tables, and you know Shane was stressing the fuck out. And so Shane did this tweet right before his Instagram story. Now this is a tweet of a guilty person in my opinion. You do not tweet this if you're innocent. If Tati's in the wrong, why did you tweet something like this? Jeffrey's been silent. Have we seen anything from Jar Jar Sprinkles recently? No. So Shane tweeted and said, "This is a fucking lie and I'm losing my mind." And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 10 exclamation marks, just in case you didn't know that he was angry by all the capitals. So this tweet was up for long enough. Longer than it should have been. Now I've always made an issue. I'm like, where are these YouTubers' PR teams? Like if I was a PR person and my client posted that tweet after an expose video came up, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Get off your hole and try to fix your reputation instead of being like, this is a fucking lie, fuck this bitch. You know what I mean? Like, chill. So I asked my subscribers what their opinion was of this tweet, and I'm gonna comment on your opinions and then say mine because I have some words to say. So I got over 1,000 responses, so I'm just gonna read some of them out. He's mad he can't manipulate his audience anymore. Someone said this is what happens when someone loses their power. And that made me really think. If you think about it, like, that's deep. He's so insanely manipulated that he's no longer innocent. He's garbage. If he had called Jeffrey out before his video, I might have been on his side. Now that he's doubling down, he may as well just leave. He's the monster, not James. He is so immature. Him and Jeffrey are probably the ones that abused people. And for anyone that still likes them, think twice. He's lying 100%. He's scared because he knows this is the end of him as a YouTube creator and doesn't know how to handle it, so he makes himself look innocent like he always does. I'm done with the lies and bullshit. Even the fact that he rolled his eyes when Tati said she was talking about her abuse made me dislike him even more. That really pissed me off, and I talked about that in my video. The way Tati said her experience and he went, ugh. It was so uncalled for. Shane is not the only person who has had a bad past life. Yes, agreed, and people who have had a bad past life do not do the things that he has done. Period. But he always mentions things that have happened to him in his past so people will feel bad for him. He really does need help, and he needs to leave the internet for our sake and his. Yeah, we don't want to see him anymore. My only question is, why is he going off so hard on Tati but ignored the Smiths? I don't understand it, and that's a point I've made in so many of my videos. Shane, why are you ignoring the Smith family that are currently calling you out for being very inappropriate towards their underage girl on a poster whenever she was 11 years old and you were in your mid-20s? Why have you not addressed them? They have done tweets asking you why you've done that, and they're so outraged, yet you ignore that, but within minutes you can do tweets calling out Tati. Make it make sense, boy. If you were honest and innocent, you wouldn't be acting like he did, and that's what I think we should all take from this. The way he's acting says it all. Remember in his now deleted apology when he said Tati beat her face for the gods and read his ass for fucking filth, talking about James? Boy, did that come back to bite. Yeah, cause Tati beat her ass for the gods and dragged your ass, Shane. Ah, full circle moment. The only lie that's happening is that Shane is no longer the Shane from 2011, as he puts it. Yeah, there's no two Shanes, there is one Shane. Stop putting them into two different people because it's one person. He did that in his apology so that people would blame old Shane, but old Shane is what made new Shane. The demon in his house really is coming out now because he did a video called The Demon in My House and everyone was like, bitch, you are the demon in your house. This is so manipulative. He knows his career is ending, but he's trying everything he can to make it not. Everyone warned y'all about shame. Yep. You did, and I'm sorry that we weren't listening. But you know what? Everyone's listening now, and I'm proud that everyone's listening now, and we have to keep up this energy. Narcissists typically lash out in anger and violence when they lose their narrative. Period. You can tell this is the last straw that made him finally explode and show his true self, i.e. the Instagram live as well, where he's like gritting his teeth and he's like, this fucking bitch, like this fucking liar, I'm not gonna say anything bad, and then he goes like, Like, Shane, you really let yourself down. He was hand in hand causing the drama and is now trying to play the innocent person. Not gonna work this time, Shane. Yup, not gonna work. He really needs to leave and get some help or get himself together. If he's saying it's such a lie, why doesn't he say his side of the story instead of yelling at a TV and acting so mature for his age? This man is 30. I agree. Honestly, he's just trying to manipulate us again. He's scared because he's finally being exposed. Both him and Jeffrey. Period. Clown emojis. Insert here. Him rolling his damn eyes at Tati's abuse will never sit right with me, and it doesn't sit right with me either. Shane Dawson did an entire series on sociopaths. What if he did this on purpose to manipulate us into thinking he was nice? What if he is a sociopath? Allegedly, this is their opinion, not mine. But he manipulates us into thinking he's not, and to watch a documentary on Jake Paul, and whilst we concentrate on forgetting him and how he's a bad person, it's a subliminal message to believe him and think of someone else as a bad person. Surely a nice person wouldn't consistently say they are nice. It's a bit weird. I agree. You don't have to say, I'm nice for us to believe you're nice. Show it in your actions, Shane. It's upsetting that he wasn't this mad when he was called out for being a racist and a other thing. I'm also confused about how Jeffrey is sitting in the back seat and how the conspiracy collection is going to play out. Jeffree Star said it was a permanent collection, but after this, I doubt it. How that'll work out legally, they must have some contracts or something. I do agree, because that palette is not going to sell in the future. Who is going to want to buy a Shane and Jeffrey palette? Who wanted to buy one in the first place? It's honestly showing his true colors. It just proves that Tati's telling the truth about everything. He's losing it. He's lost. I want to know what part exactly is a lie. His aggressive behavior towards the situation makes me believe that Tati actually is telling the truth, which is where I am currently sitting. He needs a PR team. Yup, I said that because a PR team would not let this happen. Or some shit because he's making everything worse for himself. I fucking agree. He's trying to be the victim again. The last apology he did, he was trying to gain sympathy or something, and now he does this again and loses everything. Yeah, his taking accountability, he was like, I'm a different person, and then he was like, Tati is a liar, manipulator, you freaking like, Shane. Shame Dawson. If he wasn't so guilty, he wouldn't be stressing. He's literally acting like a guilty person, yep. But I also think Jeffrey got into his head. Can't wait to see how Jeffrey's handling this. He's like not. He doesn't fucking care. He's acting like he doesn't, even though we know he does. Because he cares so much about his reputation, he blocks anyone who says any bad things about him, but he's trying so hard to play that I'm unbothered. If you try so hard to show you're unbothered, you're bothered. He's a great actor. Where was this Shane during the documentary? This is the real Shane. Yup, Shane only cares about himself, like Jeffrey only cares about himself. They're both selfish, evil, pathetic old men. In my opinion, Shane is losing his mind, and it's crazy that he's slowly showing his true colors and is basically throwing a tantrum in front of us all. Yeah, this man, this old man, is throwing a tantrum online for us to see. So many influencers say they're afraid of their lives at this point that I can't take anything seriously. Yep. Super sus how Shane ended the Instagram live when Tati was about to mention that James wouldn't do something to himself because he's a narcissist. Yeah. I fully agree. It makes me so mad that Shane tried to invalidate her by saying he is the victim of abuse, as it cancels out her story. I bet that's how he rationalizes the people and animals he's done stuff to as well. Sounds like a 30-year-old man panicking that he and Jeffrey will get sued and the truth will come out. Yeah, sure. Tati's the manipulative one. As if he, Shane Dawson, was the one to talk about frustrating lies. That mask's slipping off, honey. He was in the middle of telling Tati to shut up, but he caught himself. He didn't show how selfish he was and how childish he was. Going live to bitch about Tati was a bigger mistake on his end. He is just digging a bigger hole for himself, and I'm here for it. Y'all shady fuckers. He's losing his mind because he knows his career's about to end and he's gonna lose all his money. Losing his mind? No. Losing his money. Yes, I frickin' agree. That's all they care about, money. I do understand why he's trying to claim Tati's video is a lie. He knows people aren't on his side. Stop trying, Shane. What did Shane say about Tati beating her face for the gods and reading someone to filth? That statement came back to bite him in the ass. That's two people who've said that now. Tati really did a Uno reverse card. His career's over. I thought he said he would be okay with that in his video. He doesn't seem okay with it. In Shane's life, he legit rolled his eyes and started to say shut up, but stopped himself when Tati mentioned her past abuse. In my opinion, no decent human can act like that regardless of what is being said about them. Fucking preach. He is such a loser. He's desperately trying to save face. His reaction says it all. He's only trying to be the best person so that he can save some money out of this. First of all, he acts like he was the only one who has ever gone through bad things. Then when Tati says about bad things she's went through, he tries to belittle her. Why are you the only victim here, Shane? Yeah, why are you the only victim, Shane? Why is he addressing everything like this in a rushed and unprofessional manner? He needs to pull himself together. He did this. I agree, Shane, you started this. Pull yourself together, act like the age you are, and do a fucking proper apology and address everything, freak. He looks so stupid screaming on a live stream and doing these tweets. It looks like a little kid who isn't getting their way. He's absolutely garbage and delusional. He's trying to desperately save himself. He's making himself look even worse somehow. His outburst just hours ago, his aggressive tweets, and now not owning up to everything. He's honestly so gross. I'm so disappointed in this man. I don't know how he always manages to make himself seem like the victim. And Ryland is so blinded by his relationship to acknowledge any of the negative stuff. Yeah, and Ryland attacking Tati says it all. Looks like Tati blew the lid off of yours and Jeffrey's manipulation and are responsible for James and Tati's trauma. Stop playing innocent. You're just as bad as Jeffrey. Also, he's handling this extremely immaturely. Going on live before even finishing the video or gathering his thoughts, he looks like a child having a temper tantrum. I agree. He's freaking out because he got caught. Yeah, he would have been fine if Tati didn't do her video. You know why? Because he'd be able to just save money. And this would go away. He's the manipulative one. He's lying about being a good person. He's guilty. Only guilty ones lash out. I wanted to hear everyone's side of the story before judging, but I now know that he is the root of all evil. He's done, and he knows that. He's trying to save himself. Karma's came back and hit him hard. He is getting everything he deserves. The Uno reverse card is working well, ladies. You're shady. He's manipulative and exhausting. He puts on a persona of, oh wow, it's me, I'm anxious, I hate drama, and then switches it up on everyone violently and catastrophically when he's called out. He's just as dangerous as Jeffrey, if not more, and he doesn't deserve any platform. It's super shady that he ended his live stream before Tati started talking about things he said. He's 100% lost control of his narrative. Every social media influencer directs their audience in some manner. From what I've observed, Shane, post-Tati video, he's trying to prove himself to his audience that he is a good guy and in this narrative. Regardless his mental state, I have been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder myself, and even though I can't say he definitely is the same as me, it looks like he's having an emotional breakdown. YouTube is Shane's everything and a trigger for him. It could be losing everything that he's ever got. He is desperate. He doesn't care about being held accountable, which is why he's not apologizing to the Smiths or for any new evidence coming out. He just wants to save himself and his career so he can make money. He's responded in a very telling way. He's guilty. Okay, so that was YouTube. Now let's go to Twitter. He knows his career's over. He's trying to save it. Playing the victim. Shane guilty. The sickest part of this is Shane rolling his eyes at Tati. Shame on him for jumping so quickly to go against her. He only deleted it because it gave him bad PR. Shane is either extremely stupid or extremely loyal to Jeffrey. And that's where my head's kind of at right now. I'm like, which one is it? You know what I mean? It's damage control. If it's a fucking lie then, Shane, why did you delete this tweet? Why did you back down? Sad how people can still defend him. Shane is becoming unhinged and he's surrounded by people validating this. He knows he's in trouble, as Tati will soon release those receipts. Funny how when the Smiths called him out, he was asleep. Now when Tati releases a video at the same time, he's awake. Damage control, this screams someone who's being cornered and doesn't know what to do. He's delusional and needs to face consequences. My opinion, he's a manipulator. So he's quick to call out Tati, but no one else. He's so quick to respond, but say nothing about the Smiths. Yeah, Shane, everyone is so disappointed. We're like, what the fuck is going on? He's been backed into a corner and is panicking because his bestie, Jeffrey Starburst, is doing nothing to help. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. It really bothers me how he said Tati is too old and Ryland ran with that narrative because they're the same age. He's losing his mind because Tati did the right thing. He never thought Tati would snap. Tati ended him. He's such a child, I can't with him. Uno reverse card. I just want to know the truth, but Shane makes me want to believe Tati more. He's dumb. So all the allegations are true then if he's avoiding them? He said he was taking a break from social media, but he's responding to this. Does that mean that everything else coming against him is true? Yeah, Shane. Does that mean that everything else is true and that you're agreeing that you're still acting like that? Because the Tati video is the only thing you're saying is a fucking lie! What about all the other really bad accusations? Shane needs to calm down and think of what he says before he says it. How can it be a lie? He's unraveling. He deserves this. Why is he making it a competition when Tati said about her abuse? I can't stand his actions. He's panicking. He's trying to cover up shit. He needs to speak and apologize to Willow and her family, not doing this to Tati. He's over and losing his narrative. He can't manipulate people anymore. So everyone, what is your opinion on Shane's tweet and the fact that he did act out so quickly and so aggressively and just, in my opinion, allegedly, in my opinion, I'm gonna say allegedly, in my opinion, Shane, I think that you're incredibly guilty. You don't act like this if you're innocent. You'll sue Tati behind the scenes, surely, and you'll come for her, but you're attacking her on social media and then didn't say anything more, which shows that you're scared of her because she said she's gonna release the receipts and deleted your tweets and trying to delete the Instagram live off of every part of the internet. So I think, in my opinion, you're very guilty. So everyone, again, tell me what you think. This is getting so messy. Shane, you're doing this all to yourself. Stop it. Why is this behavior being condoned by the people around you? That's my question as well. I love you all. See you in my next video and just tell me what you think. Peace.